I'm just drinking Pepsi Max this evening.
Oh, that's cute. Hi guys, Chetty's drinking Pepsi Max. Um, hello guys. We're here for round 7 of DRL Season 8, Division 1. And what a season it's been so far. I think you'll agree with me. And of course, as referenced to just a second ago, Chetty's pouring a drink. We've got Chetty here with me. Chetty, how you doing today? How's your drink going?
It's nice. It's nice and cold. Um, whilst my flat is not exactly cold, it's a bit of a warm one at the moment. It's a nice sunny day here in Belgium.
You're not in Belgium, buddy. Or have you travelled over for the race?
Yeah. I'm there. I'm
Oh,
there. You
oh,
can, if
nice.
you look carefully at the screen, I've just almost been run over by someone.
Oh, are you that? Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
that
there.
brown midget? That brown midget who's drinking like puddle water. Is that you?
No, I've got a Pepsi Max.
Oh, you got a Pepsi Max. Okay. Yeah, we got. Well, we was anticipating a full grid, but we'll take 18 every day of the week. Good to see so many drivers. I'm going to get my big bottle of water ready, and I think if we see a Pete pole, this bottle of water will be going all over me just to pay homage to Pete's excellent Monaco pole that he once put together. Still not sure how that ever happens, but Jay, we're here in Belgium today. Um, a decent track. I've heard a lot of complaints from the drivers. How do you see this one shaping out?
Um, I mean, we don't know what the weather's like. That's always plays a big part in Belgium. Um, so yeah, if there's some changeable weather that can make the race interesting, because we know it's a long lap, it's the longest lap of the season.
Great insight there from
Um,
Jay.
oh yeah, and one minute the track could be bone dry, and the next minute there could be puddles everywhere. Um, so yeah, it could make for an interesting race. I think what could make it shit if it's just a dry race. I think that could potentially make it a bit shit.
But
Um,
with this many drivers, you'd
Limited
hope there'll be a fight somewhere.
overtaking opportunities. Pardon?
With this many drivers, you'd hope there'll be a fight at least somewhere on the track.
You'd hope there is. Ideally, we don't want to see what we saw last week with the main fight being
For
between
11th place.
yeah, we don't want to see that. We want to see some fights nearer the top of the grid, preferably between some of our championship contenders.
Yeah, obviously, great drive from Cheese. You won it, right? Not misremember.
Yeah, Cheese.
Yeah. Cheese.
Masterclass, wasn't it last
Yeah,
week?
Cheese with a great drive. Jelly ended up in P4 after his penalty, but still Jelly Belly at the top of the standings. I think he's been up there all season. I don't think or maybe Cheese. I think Cheese might have won the first race actually. Yeah, he did. But I think since round 2, Jelly's been up there. So yeah, as you said, we want to see the fight between the championship leaders. We want to see Sketchy Crib, Jelly, Cheese all going toe to toe with one another. But Sketchy Crib is apparently struggling for pace.
That's worrying. I mean, he's struggled the last few weeks. He managed to get on the podium last week, but then it's been a bit of an up and down season so far from our current champion, and he'll need some form of result tonight to claw his way back into title contention, because Cheese and Jelly, I mean, Cheese, other than his 2 DNFs, has been pretty solid through the season. And Jelly, well, he's had a couple of bad results, but sort of Sketchy hasn't been there to sort of pick up the pieces to close the gap. So, yeah, hopefully Sketchy's got to pull something out of the bag and close that gap with Jelly and with Cheese. I mean, he's only 8 points behind Cheese.
Yeah, I'm wondering maybe if there's some issues going on at home for Sketchy Crib in his personal life. Obviously, we're not used to seeing him struggle. So I don't know what's going on with Sketchy Crib. I've been noticing playing a lot of VAFC 24 recently, so he can't be completely happy with how his life is going, because who the fuck sits there and plays that shit game? So I send a lot of love to Sketchy Crib. Hopefully everything's all right in the psyche. But yeah, I'm a bit worried for the poor lad, and um, just get better soon, buddy. And if you need any help, don't talk to me because let's go Sketchy Crib, mate. Like he's on an outlap, and Jesus Christ, what is going on? What is going on? What the Sigma? What the skibbity Ollie Bearman has just happened there for Sketchy Crib? The guy's on an outlap and he can't keep it together. This guy's got absolutely no hope. Just kill yourself now, Sketchy Crib.
It's worrying. He's probably finished off those tyres going sideways there.
Yeah, into the pit lane he comes.
Yeah, he's coming straight back into the pit. He's wasted that set of softs. And it's going to have to, if he wants to get 2 runs, it's going to have to make it quick, I imagine.
Is that for new tyres, or is he just so upset with himself? He's got tears streaming down his face. He needs to go cool off in the bathroom for a second, maybe get a few extra slits on the wrist. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that could be on his mind after that. I don't think we've even seen Pete do that this season. That's how embarrassing that was from Sketchy Crib. Pardon, Shay.
I'm just following Ethan. XN3846. That's a new face.
Yeah, he is a new driver. Apparently, quite quick.
He was just in the gravel there. I'm not sure whether that was to let people pass or whether he inadvertently ended up in the gravel. And Holy Panda has joined us as well. He'll be, I don't know what car he's sitting in, but I'm sure he'll be keen to get involved. I think he finished P10 last week. He managed to avoid the trouble at the back.
Little Sketchy Crib nibble in the chat. I was on a hot lap, question mark. No one gives a fuck, buddy. You're dog shit either way. But yeah, only 9 drivers set a time so far, and I would tell you how long we've done on the session, but we've just got a constant yellow flag going. This time it's for an Aston Martin. Yeah. So if this Aston Martin could hurry the fuck up, Ethan, hurry the fuck up so I can see. It might now.
10:35.
10. So 8 minutes in, I think. And we've seen 11 drivers set a lap. Exotic, who by the way is so diabolical at pro clubs that I've heard his mum actually disowned him last night. If there's any man that I want to see Hugh Barrett today, it's without a doubt Exotic, and hopefully he's playing VR edition and it actually kills him. But that's just me.
He's got that 5D next gen console.
I can hope, you know. Spinsy goes through the first sector. Always good to see Spinsy in Division 1 because I hate driving against him in Division 2.
When you crash, just a midget appears behind you and just whacks you around the back of the head. Just for that realistic.
I've been saying this for time, you know, if your crash is hard enough, you should die in the game and you should have to buy the game again. Because I think that would really put people at like, they would actually be like, okay, I actually have to drive properly now. And
you'll still get cunts with too much money that would just go, oh, fuck it. Just straight line someone. Oh, it's only another 50 quid.
Every race they do. It goes Finn Evans. I think he might be about to finish his lap. He's got a lot of battery left in his car considering he's about to cross the line. Takes a very narrow line through the bus stop chicane. He's going to come across the line. It's going to be a dog shit lap. Put him C7. That's better than I was expecting. But currently, Jelly Belly absolutely shitting on children as if it's a sexual kink of his. Fair enough to him. And here comes Spinsy.
I don't think anyone can beat that time.
Spinsy up to P7. Good luck from Spinsy. Yeah, that is an impressive time.
Everyone's half a second off. It's. I mean, maybe you said that. I'm guessing you've seen Ethan's laps for his trial, so know how quick he is.
I haven't seen his lap times. I've heard that he's very quick though. Here goes Sketchy Crib, and he's received a lovely tow all the way up El Rouge and into the big straight that I can't remember the name of. And from his teammate.
Oh, he's got that from Exotic.
Yeah.
So Exotic can do something useful for the rest of his team.
I think Exotic's going to try to stick with him and maybe get the toe back.
Yeah. Although, is Exotic already... They're like brand new. He's literally just come out of the pits.
Oh no, I think those tyres are 3 laps old. So
right,
maybe he is going to be coming in this lap.
Yeah.
Let's see what Sketchy Crib can do here. Oh no, he's bowled it again! He's bowled it again!
Well, he's got to get himself back in and get that third set of softs on, and then it's an all or nothing lap, isn't it? Then the Sketchy
fumbles. He's done it again, and mate, you can hear the voices in his head letting him know maybe he's not that guy anymore. He is unbelievably rattled. He is our own personal DRL rattlesnake at this point. Both of our boys in.
Maybe the pressure of being the champion, like the reigning champion, and having to chase after him. Maybe the pressure is just getting to him that little bit.
I think it might be. Was you that happy when Damie crashed? When Damie crashed, what the fuck was that from Pete? When Damie crashed, I creased so much. That was...
Here comes...
Where's
on board with Cheese, who is currently...
He's 3 temps up
on his time.
Yeah, 3 temps. That's a good margin. So only 2 temps to Jelly. Epen's just started. Warman also just started. Yeah, a lot of people are going for their second runs by the looks of it. But let's go to Cheese and see what he can do. We said 3 temps up.
It's just coming into Sector 3 now, so we're going to get the Sector 3 split any second.
What's a good split?
Half a second. Here we go. This could be a new benchmark.
800ths away from Jelly. There's not too much time to gain here. Down in Sector 3 compared to your own personal time. A few corners.
Chicane, isn't it?
Can he find a bit more time?
About the chicane.
He's fully sent it, to be fair.
Oh,
I think he's nailed it. He's going to pray, does it just about enough. A 10th. Good lap. And Jelly is on an out lap. We've got Epen, our man in P3. Didn't see his Sector 1 time. Warman's invalidated. Birdie's down on his time. Let's see what Epen can do through Sector 2. He's still half a second off. Oh, he's a 10th down. So I don't know if he's even going to finish this. Is formation lap on? Yes, formation lap is on. We're up to 19 drivers now as Holy Panda has now got into a vehicle. Are we going to see Ethan improve? It's got absolutely no deploy left. Oh, and yeah, no. Yeah, it comes into the pit. That lap was not going to be an improvement. As we said, Warman invalidated. I think people coming to the end of their second runs now. Not too much really going on.
Who's currently... So, Pete is on an out lap.
We got Jelly, who's about to start a lap, and obviously all eyes will be on Jelly My Belly. This could be his final run of the session, to be honest.
This will be his final run. He's not going to be able to...
unless he aborts this lap midway through, but I don't think he sets 2 proper laps from this point on.
Even then, he would have killed the tyres, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he wants to make this one count, but can he?
Yeah, once you've done that out lap, because the out lap kills the tyres a bit. Yeah, you want to be that second lap. You want that to be your hot lap. You don't want to be going round again.
Yeah, and a 10th and a half. That's a great first sector from him. And look at that, just flowing through these corners. Anyone know the name of those corners?
This corner.
This corners. That was superb though from Jelly. That actually kind of got me going a bit inside the underwear department. So I'm gonna have to stay seated for a while. We catch maybe a bit too much inside curve through the long left. He loses it a bit, but I think he's held it together quite nicely. Is he still up though? His Cheese going to come out again. He's got 3 minutes. He needs to be heading out soon. Here comes Jelly. Is it going to be an improvement through Sector 2? Maybe a bit wide. Oh, he's just about up.
Wide. Caught a bit of gravel at Stablot. I know that corner.
Okay, good. Right, so he needs another 9 thousandths in this final sector to beat Smoking Cheese. He's using
some debris.
He's using all that battery into the chicane now. I think the first bit of the chicane wasn't great, but I think he might just do enough. No, he hasn't. Yeah. Oh, he improves, but not enough.
No, I think by using all the battery down the straight, you just want to save that little bit just so that you can use that little bit to come out of the chicane with.
Yeah, as
just to give you that extra bit of power.
Jelly Belly retires on the track. That's going to be a quali ban.
Oh.
Oh, what has he done? All right, here comes Newton across the line.
I think he's got himself very lucky there, hasn't he?
Who's that?
It hasn't caused even worse. Jelly Belly.
Yeah.
His car's pulled over. But yeah, he could have affected a whole load of people's quali laps there.
Exotic just cuts the final corner. He's trying to rush back into the pit lane. How long have we got left of this session? I don't think surely he hasn't got enough time, is he? Surely.
I can't see what the time is.
No, I can't either, but I'm pretty sure he cannot have enough time, surely.
No.
Harrison's joined. Harrison joined in the nick of time.
No. Yeah. 1.5 minutes. So Harrison's going to be joining. He's not going to get a hot lap in.
No.
Generally now, unless you're hurtling down the Kemmel Straight, you're not making it.
So who's our furthest back?
Not making it back in time. Is that a Williams or an RB at the back there?
That's Finn Evans. He's on a lap. He's on a lap.
He's okay. Who's the Haas? There's a Haas that he's just passed. Is that Newton?
A Samurai.
And I think it's Newton. He's got about 45 seconds.
Oh yeah. Is he making it?
One of our changes this week. He's now been moved to the Haas.
Yeah, he has. Pete's managed to qualify in last place, by the way. We should probably actually be watching Ethan, see what he's been up to. Didn't see his sector 1 time again. God, I'm a bozo. But Ethan, Warman and Ferdy are probably the only 3 that I think could snatch a pole. Or Sketchy Crib, actually. Sketchy Crib, we have no Delta reference to.
Ethan is 5 hundredths down. So I don't think he's going to improve too much.
No, not enough to take P2. Mido's in the wall, so he is going to be starting at the back. Sketchy Crib, though, has a lot of battery to play with.
Here comes Warman.
Warman, Ferdy. Finn managed to get up to P6, by the way. Kimmy's about to finish his lap. But what about Sketchy Crib? Sketchy Crib invalidated!
So Sketchy will be starting in P17.
What about Kimmy? Kimmy is quite far up on his time. Kimmy almost snatches it from nowhere. Great lap from Kimmy. Ethan is up on his time.
Second. Ethan only improves by a tenth.
He improved by 3.5 tenths in the end. He was up there as well.
I think Warman's just gone wide and maybe... Oh, no.
He's okay, but he needs like 4 attempts to the next best car, so I think it's going to be unlikely. Birdie has got nothing left. Finn's got nothing. Samurai is not doing anything. Eddie's not doing anything, and Holy Panda is not doing anything. So all eyes are on Warman, I believe. He needs to find a miracle final sector. He's used all his deploy.
Tight through the chicane.
Yeah, improves, but not enough to take a position. Oh shit! I forgot. Cheese. I kind of forgot about Cheese because he's already had pole. But yeah, how many times has Cheese taken pole this season? I think it's at least his 3rd, maybe 4th.
He's becoming a bit of a quali expert, our Cheese, isn't he?
Yeah, he's and I mean, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Sketchy Crib, all the way down in P17. It's disastrous for him.
I mean, the past few weeks, I can't remember the last race where we saw Sketchy start sort of in the first 2 or 3 rows.
Yeah, what the fuck is Eddie Shea doing? Hurry the fuck up, Eddie. I want to play pro clubs. So, yeah, Cheese takes pole. His championship rival and leader, Jelly, good 10th and a half back. Kimi, only a few hundredths back in P3. Good debut from him. Talk about debuts. Ethan as well on the second row with him. And he's joined by his good friend, his teammate, O'Warman. So a good quality for the Aston Martin boys, you have to say. Who else we got up there? But good to see Ferdy back. I feel like we haven't seen Ferdy in a while. And Spinsy with a very good P7. Don't normally see him that high up.
It's going to be a very interesting race with sort of like that front 4. I think any one of them could win it from like looking at their quali times.
Yeah, I think quite close. And we got a bit of a... I think the rest of the field is quite close together when you look at it. And you got a few wild cards. Got Sketchy at the back, got Harrison at the back. I mean, you got Pete at the back, but that's not really anything, is it?
He's just always at the back.
I think he's kind of saved himself some time there. Just start at the back rather than ended up at the back after like 3 laps. But I'm seeing blue skies, Jay. I'm seeing blue skies.
What a shame.
What a shame.
I think there's potential for this to be an interesting race, as I said, between that front 4. A bit of dynamic weather would have maybe made just that little more interesting. I mean, there's still a bit of strategy. I'm not sure whether the 1-stop or the 2-stop, which is best around here.
100% what your 1-stopping is. I think this is one of the tracks where like soft medium is actually viable as well. I don't think we'll be seeing too many hard runners. But I'm intrigued to see if we get any Hubert action. Are we going to see anyone die in their vehicle today? Would be a lot of fun to see. Obviously RIP Hubert, but he did.
Oh, and we're already off.
Oh, are we? Already getting ready for the formation lap. So
the formation lap.
So let's talk about tyres. We won't bore you guys with Chetty's analysis of how tyres work and all that kind of stuff. Instead, Chetty's going to tell us about fuel management. What, Chet?
So on this track, I think you save fuel rather than, even though it's one of the faster tracks, I think you save more than you expend. But I mean, I'm not the expert. Cheese is the expert at fuel management, as we know, but he's currently driving. So yeah, maybe if he's in the podium interview, we can get his expertise on fuel management.
Yeah, hopefully. I've noticed a couple of cars are actually using ERS, and that is a little tip for you guys. If you actually use ERS on the formation lap, it just lightens your car a bit. So aim to start towards 0% when you actually get lined up on the grid. That would be my advice for you guys. But yeah, thank you, Che, for that absolute waffle where you didn't actually give us any information. You just recommended someone else to provide information about fuel. You could have mentioned like lifting and coasting and...
yeah, you can lift and coast.
Well, you've just repeated what I've said. That's not really providing much insight, buddy.
Yeah. But...
What's the purpose of lifting and coasting, like?
To save fuel. Obviously.
Fucking hell, man. Okay. Maybe next time I'll warn you if I'm going to like throw a topic towards you.
I could... just something completely different.
Right, so yeah, let's talk about tyres. A few people opting for the softs. Kimi, the highest runner on the softs in P3. You got Jack Whittle, Samurai, Panda, Harrison, and Mido all opting for the softs as well. everyone else on mediums, other than Exotic, who's went for the hards, after he's mugged me off, kind of. After I said, we're not going to be seeing the hards, he just completely made me look like a mug in front of all my friends. What do you think about his option to go on the hards? Do you think it's alright, cool, or do you think it's Exotic being as shit at F1 as he is at pro clubs?
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's the best idea. Yeah, he's going to find himself struggling. Sort of, I reckon. I can't see him being 14th by the end of lap 1.
Struggling like when his dad pins him down. Kimi was pushed further back in his grid box than he would have liked. It's a drive-through penalty for McJamie B off the line. Here we go. Smoking Cheese gets off to a good enough start. Oh no, here comes Jenny on the inside. Oh, he's done it! Oh.
And we got a crash.
What's happened further back? Oh, it's Skills.
I think that's... Yeah, it's Skills, Sketchy, Mido, all involved there, I think. I'm not sure about the damage.
How would Sketchy have been involved? Skills was up in like night.
I think someone sent it in... Someone must have sent it on the inside and then used the whole track, basically, when there's not the whole track there at the start of the race.
Maybe we'll have to go back and watch that if we can, because I was too focused on Jelly Belly making the move around the outside on Cheese, sorry. And Cheese has dropped 2 positions. Ethan's up 2. Kimmy's dropped 1. Warman and 30 as they were. McJamie B and Pete's up 8 positions. And McJamie B's already got a 3-second penalty. That is shambolic. He hasn't even done that many sectors. Yeah. You got to wonder what on earth is McJamie B actually doing with his life at this point.
Yeah, he's going to be struggling unless we see a safety car to finish anywhere respectable, really.
No damage on critical skills by the looks of it, which is good to see. I don't think anyone has damage. I didn't see any debris flying off a vehicle.
So, I just saw lots of vehicles.
there was a lot of vehicles. We're used to like having 7 cars, not 20. As
Holy Panda has lost a front left end plate.
He's going to send it on Sketchy Crib. He's going to cut... Yeah, you're right, he has lost it. But he's not going to pit. And mate, we've got 6 cars covered by about 6/10 coming down the pit straight right now. Jesus Christ. Actually, is there...
It looks like...
Yeah, about 8/10 covering them.
The 2 Mercedes get through in front, but Sketchy Crib has overtaken one of them with a great exit, and he's going to have his eyes on Mido.
He's going to have DRS as well. Mido won't have DRS. He tries to break the toe, but I think Sketchy Crib should get this done. Maybe he's going to run out of straight. He does run out of straight.
He's run out.
Oh, bloody hell. A bit of contact there. But yeah, DRS has been activated on lap 2. McJamie B currently down in 20th. He's not too far off, to be fair. He served his drive-through by the looks of it.
I mean, I think it is slightly more forgiving, isn't it, the pit lane here, because it
is quite quick, isn't it?
Completely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a quick pit lane. Mido picking up 3 seconds already. That's disappointing from him. The front 5, I believe, are all intact. So 6th. Yeah, I mean...
Samurai's just fallen off of 30.
Yeah, and 30's just about clinging on to Warman. Kimmy gets the move done on Cheese, though. Who is making their tyres work? Kimmy, who obviously we saw lost a place on lap 1, has got it back. And he's going to try get those softs fired up in a bit of a moment there from Ethan. Through the bus stop chicane. And Panda now picks up 3 seconds. Who, as we know... Oh my god, he's going to send it. Oh, I thought he was going to send it. He's got no wing. Or he's got... Oh, fuck it. Mido with a very dodgy pit entry there. Did he cut the corner? We might have to have a look at that. He just completely cut the corner and like missed the bollard. But he's into the pit lane. For a very...
Bollard. Or is it the bollard? The Jimmy Bullard?
The bollard, mate, sorry. He's retired from the session. He didn't give a fuck. Early retirement. I think he actually had damage, but he is already given up. Ethan back up into P3.
I don't get that. It's lap 3. Get in there, stick the hards on, change the wing, and see what happens. Like, at the end of the day.
I think this is a definite track you can see a safety car. The walls are quite close, and as I've heard from drivers,
we've just watched Sketchy Crib experience every single wall in Sector 2. So
yeah, Sketchy Crib is fucking shit. People have been complaining that they just don't feel the grip. So I expect a safety car. I expect to see someone spin off and lose a wing or two as Holy Panda picks up. Is that its second penalty? I believe it is. It is. Bloody hell. This is pretty embarrassing. Cheese is. I think he's gonna get. Yeah, he's just about gonna get back into DRS. Jelly has got some serious pace right now.
A little bit there.
Yeah, Jelly has a lot of battery though.
In a world of his own.
Cheese he's dragging. Actually, maybe he's not dragging along Ethan. It looks like Ethan's got no battery to play with either. Kimmy down the inside.
That's a nice move by Kimmy. But he's gonna give Ethan.
Ethan's just gonna fly back past him.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, turn 1, it's very tempting to make that move, but yeah, you just got to sort of be patient, I think, with it.
Yeah, and there goes Ethan. You got to wonder if Kimmy had maybe just saved it, went on this straight. Could he have maybe got Slingshot onto the back of Cheese?
Yeah.
But Cheese is now well and truly on the back of Jelly, so these two have made the gap, and I expect it to only grow. Warman is just teetering on 4th.
Samurai has dropped way back. He's dropped a couple of seconds this lap.
Yeah, he's got oh, early penalty. We don't see that from Cheese often. We don't see him getting penalties, let alone this early on. That's a real shocker right there.
It's just, I know that he struggled in a couple of areas on the last lap. Did he pick up a couple of warnings then? Let's have a quick look.
That's a huge relief for Jelly Belly.
Hey, all of his track limits of two of them in lap 4, one in lap 3. So it's just where he's really pushing to stay on Jelly.
Oh, Ethan picks up the penalty as well. Yeah, I think he might be. And that kind of reminds me, I had a slush earlier today, and when I went on holiday 2 years ago, it was like an all-inclusive thing. And like you could just like have as many slushes as you want. I had so many slushes that my shit turned green. But back to the race though. Kimmy might be about to get the move done. Holy Panic needs to fuck off. Jesus Christ, this kid is shit. He's not even driving fast whilst doing this. Kimmy gets back past.
Jamie B's about to overtake him here. Oh, a bit of an argy-bargy.
Yeah, he should get the move done here. Yeah, there he goes. Panda's still got no front left. I don't think he hasn't.
No.
Yeah. It can be so detrimental to your race, picking up damage. And another penalty, mate. Jelly is licking his luscious lips right now, and I want to lick him too, to be honest.
Just keep it in the white lines and you win the race, I think.
Yeah, Warman's doing a good job as well, because this actually puts him on the border of P2, if not definitely P3, as Mr. Irrelevant.
Up 3 seconds.
Mr. Irrelevant getting in on the action. Do you think Jack Will
sitting in P16?
Do you think Jack Will knows that we call him Mr. Irrelevant?
I don't know. Do you think he watches the stream back?
Oh my god, Holy Panda! Fuck off! Jesus Christ. Is he 12? Is he at 12 seconds? Oh my god, he is.
He's going for.
He's on the gravel now. I thought we were meant to move him down to Div 2. I think this is confirmation that Div 2 is definitely called in. As I just saw him track extend again. What corner of lap 7 do you think he's going to pick up the next penalty?
So, will we see Kimi, Ethan, Warman, and Ferdy try and work together a bit here to close that gap up? I don't think we are.
Yeah,
because they're
Kimi looks like he was trying to fight that, but Ethan just about scrapes through.
Just let him go and just the four of you just work together, close that gap up. Smoke and Cheese.
Yellow flag
is leading. Oh, he's almost lost it into that's the corner with no name. I know that one.
That's what it's called.
And Jelly is all over the back of him here. I think very wary of that group behind, because that potentially will contain a potential challenger in Warman or Ferdy.
Yeah, this race isn't over by any stretch of the imagination for Jelly. I think working with Cheese is probably his best option right now. And I don't think Cheese will be too mad about that. Cheese does also need to get away from this pack just behind, as Pete picks up 3 seconds as well. Now, I'm surprised by the amount of penalties we are seeing.
It's not a track because it's very wide.
There's
a couple of corners that it's possible just to take a bit too much into, but it's not too hard. I say this now, and then tomorrow I'm going to get like 9 seconds worth of penalties, but it shouldn't be too hard to keep it in the white lines.
Yeah, and speaking of wide, we've got Pete in 12th. He obviously started at the back. How many gained? He's gained 7 positions. Yellow flag sector 1. Is that one of our leaders? It's Jelly! Oh, it's Jelly! Oh no!
Oh no! He has.
And wait, no, I think him and Cheese came together. Well.
They must have come together.
100%.
Coombs.
What'd you call me?
They must have. Les Coombs.
You can't call people the C word on the stream. I know you are one of them, but you can't do it, buddy. Right, well, this is just made...
C-O-M-B-E-S.
This has made the fight for the win extremely interesting. I think Jelly was in a good deal of control, but now I think it's anyone's game.
I mean, I think we'll get a look at that incident. I imagine when that whatever happened get surely reviewed by the stewards.
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant spun, by the way. Trying to get some screen time. Fair enough. He goes again.
So Jelly is 2 seconds behind Ferdy, and
they're both pitting.
He's jumped into the pit.
Have they got damage?
Pit. I can't see. Let's have a.
Jelly hasn't got damage. Where's Cheese?
No, neither is Cheese.
And Panda's managed to get up to 15 seconds now.
I think they both thought we are quicker than that other group. Let's get the undercut done.
Okay, right. So interesting. I didn't expect this a couple laps ago. Our top 2 now down in 15th, 16th. 15th, 17th. Yeah, interesting. We'll have to see if this is the right call from them. As we see Jack Whittle in the pit lane, Holy Panda in the pit lane. He's finally changed his wing, hopefully. If he hasn't, then God help me. He hasn't changed his fucking wing.
Here we go. This yellow flag in sector 3.
It's Jack Whittle retiring in the pit lane.
Oh.
Holy Panda has not changed. I'm fairly certain he's still missing the front. Yeah, he's still missing the left end plate. Fucking hell. Right, so this top 4 covered by 1.1 seconds now. Finn.
Finn has overtaken Samurai and dropped him.
Yeah, good drive from Finn so far.
I mean, I think it's more of a bad drive from Samurai than a good drive from Finn.
You know who I just noticed? Harrison up in P7. He's flying.
he's making some moves.
He is. He could be a dark horse for this win.
And he's all over the back of Samurai here, going into the bus stop chicane.
And I think he's going to be smart about.
Samurai almost lost it.
He's on no ERS.
Tires,
he's going to be smart.
He's on the soft tyres.
He's not going to go for the pass. Harrison knows what he's doing, and he's going to fly by him.
He'll charge it up now.
Spinty also having a good drive, by the way.
And Spinty and Newton, I think, are going to come along for the ride here. Samurai could.
He's got a decent amount of battery though.
Just the one place.
The front four, meanwhile, all changing positions. The Astons go side by side. Bit of contact.
Move done very early down Kemmel. And he's now going to go in the hunt for Finn Evans.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that no team orders at Aston Martin. No team orders whatsoever. These guys are fighting each other as if they were just any other car. That was, I mean, after they've seen what happened to Cheese and Jelly, they were willing to take that risk. I'm surprised. And speaking of Cheese and Jelly, the gap is 15.8. I believe it was 18 when Cheese came out the pit, so the undercut could be huge for these two, as Jelly's currently stuck behind critical skills.
Well, you'd imagine the soft runners are probably going to pit in the next 1 or 2 laps.
What's happened? It's McJamie B off. Ah, what a bowl.
Has he not quit?
Any soft runners pitting, Kimi stays out. Caperdi in on the mediums. He's got to be going for the hards. And a very
struggle to take the softs. What the remaining 13 laps?
Yeah, he's got hards. It was a very passive pit entry as well. Harrison as well. He will be going for the mediums.
Ferdy's going to have to really, really push. And just get as much as he can out of these hards.
And you can see the undercut. Obviously, Ferdy was in that lead pack. Cheese has passed him by a good 5 seconds. So Cheese is our effective race leader. Yeah, maybe the undercut is a play. Panda up to 18 seconds now.
Could it be yet another strategic master pass by Cheese? After his perfect strategy last week got him the race win, and after that, whatever happened with him and Jelly, whatever mistake was made, he's got himself into the pits early and possibly got himself a potential race win here.
I'm just looking at Harrison, who is yellow flag. I don't think that's anything. Harrison is 9 seconds behind Cheese, much fresher tyres, and on the mediums. I really feel like Harrison could be involved in this fight for the win.
Yeah, he's 8 seconds back, isn't he? There or thereabouts from Cheese. Maybe a bit less now.
Into the pit comes Ethan.
It'll be interesting to see how quickly he can get Ferdy and past Ferdy. Because you imagine Skills will be out of the way shortly. I think he'll probably come into pit now.
McJamie B's gone round again.
Out.
Oh, he spun again. Fucking hell, someone put his kid out his misery and just euthanise him.
Skills has stayed out. Newton has stayed out. Sketchy is in. And he's going on to some hards. So you'd imagine Skills, Taplin, Warman, probably go and have a couple of laps and then whack the softs on. Kimi should probably pit now. Well, he should have probably pit at the end of the last lap.
I think he was maybe going to pit, but someone sent it up his inside into the bus stop chicane. So he actually had like no access into the pit lane. Yeah. But yeah, it's almost certain he pits this lap surely, and he will be going to the mediums. Warman could maybe go for the softs. He could be our only soft runner. Another yellow flag. That's Birdie's. Something's happened to Birdie.
Birdie's dropped right back.
Yeah. Okay. Jelly.
Harrison. Yeah, Harrison is in a great position now. You'd think he's got a couple of seconds up the road to Ethan.
Thing is, Ethan's going to be in the DRS of Exotic as long as his Exotic stays out. Although, actually, he should pass him quite easily.
Yeah, Harrison be quicker than Exotic.
Into the pit come our top two. Exotic. I don't give a fuck about Exotic. Right, I would assume it's softs for Warman and mediums for Kimi.
No, Warman's gone hards.
Bloody yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to have the freshest hards, but
I think you could go on the softs now with the lighter fuel load.
Possibly. Maybe just his engineer was letting him know that people were not enjoying the soft hards on that first stint. Three people, actually no, now two people left the pit. Pete and what's the Exotic, as Cheese retakes the lead of this race.
By a tenth though. Because Jelly is almost within that he is now within that 3 seconds. And he's closing that gap quite dramatically on Taplin and Smoking Cheese.
Sorry, Exotic is really trying to fight around the outside of Ethan despite being on 10 lap older tyres. I mean, fair play, but yeah. Right, so Harrison now onto the back of this train. So this was the fight for P3 before the Jelly and Cheese drama. So we see Exotic running on the grass.
If Exotic pits now, I think it opens up a huge opportunity for Harrison, because he'll get that run at the DRS zone, and hopefully kind of slingshot himself a little bit onto the back of Ethan.
Oh my God, Exotic! Such aggressive defense, like I don't know what I'm watching.
Stayed out.
I don't know what I'm watching from Exotic. That might be looked at by the stewards first of all, and second of all, why is he staying out at this point? Woman's going to go around the outside. Exotic not leaving him. Let him go, Woman. Let him. You take the DRS, buddy.
And you're going to get that now.
Yeah, Exotic could get passed by three cars here. Let's watch from Harrison's perspective. Jesus Christ. Harrison's going to get 3 in 1. Harrison is going to get 3 in 1. And Panda...
Exotic in trying to defend against Warman and Kimi. Harrison just slots up the other side. And it's worked out perfectly for him.
Jelly's now caught behind Pete. You don't want to get caught behind this fat kid. And this is going to bleed time to Smoking Cheese. Can he get the move done through Sector 2 here? Doesn't look like it. Pete's just going to stay ahead.
He's going to defend it.
Jelly.
And Jelly's just got that grip there, hasn't he, to get the overtake done.
Yeah, a bit of a shit exit.
He's ran a bit wide
there. Is that going to give Pete a chance to...
Was that a... Let's have a look. Was that a warning?
I don't think that would have been a warning. I think... Yeah, I don't think that's a warning.
He did get a warning for a collision with Pete.
Yeah, they did make contact. And Pete sends it into the bus stop chicane. Why is Pete fighting this so hard? Jelly's scared to let him go.
How many warnings for collisions do you need for a penalty?
This is... What am I watching? Why is Pete fighting this so hard? He's now played DRS chicken. Pete's going to have DRS.
I mean, my only thinking would be Pete will be sitting there in the Discord chat with Cheese, and Cheese is probably egging him on to to try and slow Jelly down.
Yeah, Jelly gets he retains the position, and now he needs to drive the 1 second gap. Harrison is going to be right up Jelly's arsehole, and not in a sexy way. 6 seconds is the gap to Cheese and Jelly. This race has really flown by, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long lap, but it probably feels like a short race because of it's only 22 laps.
Yeah.
But there's been plenty of action so far, and you'd think there's going to be some more action coming up for P3 especially, and maybe even the top step of the podium. I mean, Harrison could get himself in the mix here.
I mean, he needs to finish within 3 seconds of Cheese. It's not over yet, but Sketchy Crib's having a disaster.
He's on the fresher medium tyres. I think Harrison has a chance of a win here.
I agree, but yeah, Sketchy Crib all the way down in P14. That's just saw a bit of debris fly off actually. Exotic into the pit lane finally, off those hard tyres. Someone got damaged there, and I don't know who it was. Or maybe it was just like one of those collisions where they just hit into each other. But yeah, Pete onto softs, Exotic onto mediums. See, there will be non-factors as I cut to McJeremy P. I thought it was about to end up in the wall, and that would have been a safety car. So Harrison well and truly on the back of Jelly, and I'm now starting to think Harrison is Cheese's biggest threat, not Jelly.
Yeah, he's flying at the moment. And he's going to be able to use... I mean, we've spoken about that slingshot effect, and he could... Well, he is in striking distance to use that by the end of this lap. And maybe start to bridge that gap a bit.
As a hat off, it's Newton. I don't know what happened to him. He might have no wing. He was kind of in the wall when I looked at him. But he looks fine going through that long left. So maybe, yeah, no damage. He must have just spun. That's a real shame for Newton. He was in the points, I think. So where can Sketchy Crib? I can't see Sketchy Crib getting any more than a P9 at this rate. So Jelly and Cheese are going to be extending this lead at the front by quite a way. McJeremy B now causing a yellow flag. Are we going to see a safety car at some point? Is someone going to hit the wall hard enough to finally cause that safety car?
I mean, a safety car is going to hurt everyone with penalties, I think, at this stage.
Yeah. Here go. Harrison will now surely get the move done on Jelly My Belly. How close will it bring him to Cheese? Another yellow flag.
Kimmy getting in there as well. And is Kimmy going to try and send it on Harrison?
He is.
Oh, he has.
Bloody hell. Okay.
Well, no team orders in the Alpine garage. Kimmy said, I've got a penalty, but I don't care.
Kimmy needs to get on with this race. He could still get a podium. Depends how Jelly's tyres are. He could still be fighting for a podium here. But Harrison, 5.5 seconds back on Cheese, so 2.5 seconds away. Although, yeah, 2.5 seconds away from the race win, as we have 6 laps remaining. Now that driving from Pete really did harm Jelly Belly in hindsight. As Pete and Eddie Shade going side by side. Eddie holds on to the position for now, but Pete will come back at him. As Pete spun it, don't worry, Pete won't come back at him. Never mind.
Harrison has a problem here, a Kimmy-sized problem. He's got to get past him.
Kimmy's going at a good enough pace, so he can sit behind him. Kimi has a penalty as well, so...
I mean...
Jelly just about gets DRS, by the way. Just about. But here goes
Newton
Harrison.
Gets himself a 10-second
I think he's
in the pit lane.
I imagine he's retiring. Or maybe he's not.
And have Haas made a huge error in...
Yes, they have. You don't need to finish the question. Yeah, they have. I can tell you that.
The winners in this, I think...
Oh, picked out!
Peter's
VSC.
out and it's a VSC.
Oh.
Will it become a full safety car?
Jesus Christ, that could have been something.
I think it's just going to be a VSC.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get upgraded.
I saw him fighting with skills on the. Okay. Well, that's a race ban from Newton.
You're just driven into the wall.
Yeah. Luckily, no safety car. That's what we like to see. No, it hasn't affected the race. Pete is clearly in a bit of a strop because he's left the session immediately. Pete saw the burger ban. I think it was Skills and Pete coming together. What is Cheese fucking doing? Did you see that?
No.
He just he literally like almost went into the pit lane and then cut his way out of it again.
To fake the pit.
I think he maybe
Did he go into the pit lane?
We'll have to look at that, but I think he saw it ending. As Dad says, I think he saw it ending and failed on it. So, yeah, I mean, Harrison is... Yeah, this is... Oh, we're going to fucking interview Harrison, man. For fuck's sake. Harrison's winning this race. I don't see a way he does not win this race. Jelly is fallen off.
It's been... I mean, did Harrison start in dead last?
I think it was like 19th. Let's have a look at the detail.
Position change.
18th he started.
15, 18th. I mean, that's some drive, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I think, like, we hear a lot about like Shaney saying how he's the best driver, but I only actually see Harrison like, oh, for fuck's sake, we're going to see Skills and Exotic fighting now. And I think it's going to be reminiscent of last week. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. They're playing literal bumper cars.
Into the wall.
Not surprised. Oh my god.
He's come away just losing his right end plate. I mean, it's too late now. Would it cause a safety car?
I think the latest would be 19. It could come out.
Yeah. So these two have got to be careful.
I mean, I think the admins have got to be able to look at critical skills back-to-back weeks now of... I can't even call it driving at this point. It's bringing some shame to DRL. I've heard some rumours in the street and people are starting to question the integrity of DRL. So I think the admins have to have a sit down with Skills and let him know that this isn't acceptable. This isn't what we expect of a driver, let alone an admin. And here goes, okay, okay.
Oh. I mean, yeah, if they do cause a safety car here,
Jesus Christ, man. Kimi's back up in second, by the way. Jelly is no longer going to get third. He looks pretty settled for P4. Back a second P4 in a row for Jelly by Belly.
Cheese has just got to keep that foot down. He might be better off letting Kimi and... I suppose he doesn't want to let Kimi ahead. He doesn't mind letting Harrison go ahead.
Yeah, this is for position. I think we know that Harrison's winning this race, but
he somehow needs to get Harrison to go ahead and then use Harrison to pull him away from Jelly, who's now close up that gap a little bit more. He's on the borderline.
I keep cutting back to Skills and Exotic, and Jesus Christ.
Jelly's got to make up half a second with a lot of free air. He hasn't got anyone around him.
Oh my God, what have I just watched?
Oh, and Kimi, that was dangerous. Just sent it into the inside of Cheese.
I'm surprised Cheese didn't let him go through before this, because now we know what's going to happen here. Harrison is burning that battery. Cheese might stay. He might get boxed. He's just about. He's got it.
He's going to try and defend Kimi and then let Harrison go.
Yeah, he almost managed to box Kimi in. Back to Skills and Exotic. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it looks like Sketchy Crib is going to get a P9 finish today, so not good for his... Oh, there we go. That's quite a hard hit into the wall for Exotic.
So Jelly is almost within that 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's like hundredths in it at this point. So I mean, we know who's going to win this race, but who is getting second and third?
I think Cheese wants to... He needs to stay on the back of Kimi and hold on for his life so that he can try and use the DRS to... And Harrison makes a move. Right.
But again, Harrison is smart enough to not try and move into turn one. As Skills and Exotic are now out of the pit lane again. They are not too far from being lapped. 30 with a late penalty. That's not going to have any impact on his race. A real shame to see 30 all the way down there. He was... So we saw him in the fight for P3.
This is the problem where... For Jelly Belly, because he hasn't got anyone to... DRS off of.
Cheese.
And he's lost about a second. Or a second and a half there.
Oh my... Oh, contact! That's good! Jelly is licking his lips.
And Kimi.
That's surely guaranteed Jelly, P2. And Kimi's not got to worry about Ethan.
I'd want to have a look at that again. I'm sure we'll see a ticket for that race with the stewards.
Sketchy Crib now picks up a 3-second penalty, so that's going to give Spinsy P9. Yeah, that's definitely going to stewards. That was... I mean, it was difficult to judge that, but that's the second time we've seen Cheese make contact at that corner.
And it's cost him the game on Jelly in the championship.
Yeah, Jelly is certainly going to come away. It looked like he was set for a P4, but he's now going to get a P2. And as Daz Monko says in the chat, what a drive from Harrison, indeed. So comfortable.
And even Warman here is looking at P4.
He is, yeah. The thing is, Ethan's going to gain... Oh, he's going to lose a lot of time down the straight, isn't he? With the DRS.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that goes.
It's a solid outing for this new look Aston Martin pairing for Tier 1, which I'm happy to see.
Here go. Jelly Belly has got a shit ton of ERS to use, so he will fly past Cheese here. So he doesn't want any draw. I mean, Kimi and Cheese might come together again here. Let's have a look.
Well, they're gonna have round 2 here, aren't they?
They're going side by side yet again, and Cheese will not fight it this time. He doesn't want another costly mistake.
No, just thought better of it.
And it looks like that is Cheese off the podium today. Obviously, it's pending Stewart's appeal.
I mean, it's going to be a very disappointing outing for Cheese, especially with, well, in the last couple of minutes, he's gone from P2 to P4 and seen his championship rival go the other way.
Yeah, he looked set to to make a small indent on Jelly's championship lead, but it hasn't worked. He's some costly mistakes from Cheese today. But the man of the hour, AERT Harrison. A great drive from him. Kimi has the fastest lap, by the way. But actually, what about Warman? Warman is going to beat Ethan as it stands. And it's touch and go with Cheese, actually.
He's burning nothing left. I think it's going to be all about the bus stop.
It's going to be very close. Ethan with a pretty terrible exit as well, I think. Oh, Warman could have.
He picked up P5.
Oh, he was. Oh, mate, look how close.
1/10.
But obviously, from this, we got Jelly Belly, who looks set for a quali battle next week as well, after retiring on track. And now the fight that absolutely no one wanted to see. We'll go back to Exotic and Skills, and that is an interesting move. This is for P13. Critical Skills really has fallen off at this point. Remember the days where he used to be like fighting for the championship and podiums, and now look at him. I just don't have any words left at this point.
It's a sad sight to see, isn't it? Maybe it's time to hang up the helmet
and kill himself.
Find a new game.
Yeah. Suicide Simulator VR edition.
Is he the Fernando Alonso of DRL? Has he outstayed his time?
Exotic goes for an interesting bit of driving. Yeah. Ah! Brake checked him on the line. And there we go. There's our race. I mean, I'm not even going to ask you driver of the day, Che. I'm not going to bother asking you because we know who driver of the day is.
Yeah, I think there it is on the screen.
Yeah. Well, Harrison for the win, and more importantly, driver of the day. What about Pedo of the day?
Pedo of the day. Oh, who is it that retired right at the beginning? It was whoever that was, because he probably didn't need to retire.
Yeah, but in hindsight, there was no safety car.
No.
So it probably in the end, it would have been a waste of time. I've got a controversial pick for Pedo of the day.
Let's hear it.
I'm going Smoking Cheese.
Ooh. I'd want to watch the incident again. And you've obviously watched it again, and
I haven't,
feel that. Oh, you haven't watched it again. I'd want to watch the incident again.
I'm just going based off the fact that Cheese,
he got the penalty so early.
He got the penalty early, and then the fact that on 2 occasions he had made contact into the end of the straight, or whatever it's called.
Les Coombs.
Les Coombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think Cheese would have been top 2 if you take those 2 incidents out. Whether it could have been the win, it could have been seconds, and instead he finds himself down in 4th place. That's my personal pick.
I'll agree with you there. I won't disagree. I think I think anyone else would pick you'd expect it of them, and so I think it's a well thought out pick for Pedo of the day.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh my god, look how much I'm sweating. Fucking hell. Oh. Yeah, we're not used to seeing Cheese win Pedo of the day. That's oh god, but right, we have to keep Harrison's interview brief. And Kimi podium interview. Oh man, it's so hot. You know, my nipples are about to come off.
I don't know. My ball sack is sweating. Something rotten at the moment.
Oh, give us a whiff.
Oh, there you go. I've just lifted my leg.
Oh, oh yeah,
So
yeah. I can.
yeah. Smells like Katie Price's minge.
Lovely.
Have you seen that? I haven't seen the picture, but apparently there's a photo of her with a shit on her stomach.
I didn't see. I saw Skills put it in, but I didn't actually.
Have you put the I haven't seen the photo, but I just like scrolling through Twitter and as you do, and just lots of people. She was trending at one point, and it's always interesting to see why she's trending.
Wait, Kimmy, can you hurry the fuck up and get in the podium chat? Oh, there he is. Right, let's bring in TF1 Kimmy. Kimmy, are you there, buddy?
I am.
How are you doing, buddy?
Rather good.
Good race from you. A P3 finish. There was a few scrapes on your elbows. Can you tell us what happens maybe towards the end with Cheese?
Well, there's not much to say, to be completely honest. I go into the corner, I get cut across. Eh.
So, are you of the opinion that Cheese is a raging paedophile, or do you think it's maybe just an unlucky incident?
Not quite. Not quite. I would say maybe look in your rearview mirrors now that we have them.
Okay, well that is some bold words. Obviously, this is your debut at P3. Are you happy with P3?
Yeah, I think I could have done better. I would have beaten Harrison if I hadn't have gotten the penalties for not practicing.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, buddy. But unfortunately, you're not good enough to. Are you sure you could have beaten Harrison?
Yes.
Okay.
I've raced him many times. I've beaten him before. I can do it.
Okay. Chetty, anything you want to ask TF1 Kimmy?
No, fairly new to the league. How did you find? Is this your first race?
Yep.
Yeah. How did you find your first race in DRL overall? Pleased with?
Well,
pleased with the podium in the end.
Yeah, pleased with the podium with all things considered.
This guy's like the opposite of Harrison.
I was going to be
like,
quite high up considering
difficult
I
to get
saw
like 4 words
good
out of him.
names here. So I was hoping for at least a podium, but living up to my expectations, I suppose.
Oh.
And how are you feeling? Sort of looking forward to next week. Well, I believe we're in Australia. How are you feeling about another podium or a win on the cards then?
It depends if I race because I'm rarely here.
Okay. Well, we'll see whether you're here, and we can maybe look forward to chatting again next week.
Yeah.
Good idea. Just pouring water on myself. Yeah, good to talk to you, Kimmy, and maybe we'll see you next week. Maybe on the interview, maybe just in the race itself. Thank you for talking to us.
Happy to.
Right, sorry, I just kind of got. I got so bored, started pouring water on myself in that interview. Yeah, that was contender for one of the worst interviews ever. But always great to talk to new drivers. Let's talk to a man that we do love. Let's talk to Jelly Belly, and this man will always provide us for entertainment. Hello, Jelly. How are you?
What's happening? I'm good, thanks. Are you?
I am so much better now that I have you on the podium.
Oh, that's so good to sound, mate. What am I going on about? That's really good. Really good to hear that, mate.
I mean,
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty happy to be honest with the podium, but I'm a bit fuming. with what happened. I think it was like around lap 9 with Cheese. I
Yeah,
do not
yeah,
think
do
that
t-
was my fault.
we didn't
at
see
all.
it. All we saw was all of a sudden you guys were behind that second train. So are we seeing a ticket for that? Maybe.
Honestly, yeah, because at the end of the day, if he gets a penalty for it, I just get more points in the championship and I just move ahead more. So why not?
I mean,
Honestly, I'll have to I haven't watched it back yet, but I do feel that I wasn't really at fault there. So I'll have to watch it back. But,
obviously you wouldn't gain any positions from it, but Cheese, he would lose a
yeah, that's
couple,
what
I
I mean.
think.
Yeah, because I don't know how close the cars were to him, but yeah.
I think there was 3 or 4 that might have been. You know, I mean, if we're looking at 5 seconds, I think there's
Yeah,
3 or
well,
4 within 5
exactly.
seconds.
Why not just put the ticket through? So that's what I'm probably gonna do.
Yeah, I've heard the steward team have some very sexual people on it as well. And there's one guy who's kind of black, so that might be a bit of a problem.
Jesus Christ, mate. Oh my God.
Oh no. Well, you lost me there. Where are we? Where?
You're doing commentary, buddy. We're a podium interview.
I know.
He's getting old, bless him.
So where were we?
Getting old, man.
P2, yeah.
Um,
Looking like a P4 without the incidents with what happened
Yep.
with Smoking Cheese and I think was it Kimmy?
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So leading the championship now by probably a fair old gap. With that, how are you feeling looking forward to Australia? I mean, one thing we did notice today, how consistent you are in qualifying.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be an easy pole because I messed the second lap up, but I honestly thought it could have been pole, 100%. But anyway,
yeah, I mean,
and what they should have, could have, like you said, doesn't really matter. But,
how are you feeling ahead of next week? Australia
looks like I got a quali ban. I didn't know that you can't retire on track for some reason. I have no clue. Nobody was on the lap either. So if
it's something we'll I'm sure the stewards will be having a look at.
I am newer to this league. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I all rugby?
Come on.
I think what did help, which may help your case, is the fact that the car.
Yeah, they were just coming out the pit lane. Nobody was on a lap because I went out a bit early, you see, to get it done with.
Yeah.
I'll definitely try it, but again, they'll probably give me a penalty like they did last week. That clearly wasn't a penalty, by the way. So you can all fuck off for that.
No, Jelly. I want to say I was the only man saying no penalty.
Thank you.
It was Chetty and the fat kid.
It's for dropping me. Or
I ruined my own race. I spun no one else around but myself.
I know, I said it, man. You didn't gain position. It was a fucking outrage that you got given a 5-second penalty. You should have appealed it. The other stewards are shit.
Yeah, I know.
They're shit.
Mate, because at the end of the day, I'm still leading the championship, so they can all fuck off. So.
Yeah, fuck you, other stewards. Fuck you. Me and Jelly for life.
Thanks, Tom, though, for backing me up.
That's all right, buddy. That's all right.
But yeah, I will appeal that because the quali thing I did not know, but yeah.
Fuck off, Skills. You dirty little pat. Jelly, have we got anything? Jelly, anything else you want to say before we see you next week?
I've got nothing else to say, but if I do have to start from the back, I'll just have to work my way up, I guess.
Yeah, you'll do it, mate. You're the best.
I mean, we've seen today. It's possible.
It is.
It's possible to go from the back of the grid to the front.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I can definitely overtake at Australia. So.
It's a track that it's got plenty of overtaking opportunities. There's the double DRS zone. So
yeah, definitely.
Shouldn't be. I'm sure we'll see you back on the podium next week.
Hopefully, yeah.
I may have just cursed you, but yeah, we shall see.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll speak to you guys hopefully next week then.
Yeah, I'm counting down the days, buddy.
I don't know if I'll be here next week actually.
What the
fuck?
Oh.
All that chat.
Nah, I do think I'll be able to make it. hopefully.
Okay.
Just a small chance. Just a small chance. I might not be able to make it, but hopefully I'll be all sound. So
Okay, all right. See you next week. I love you lots.
see you next week. I love you too so much. Mwah. Go fuck yourself.
Oh shit!
Get a room.
Did I just kick him from the? I might just kick him from the league. Did I just kick him from the league? Shit! Did I just kick him from? Did I just? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Oh, fucking hell. Right, let's get Harrison in here and let's try speed run his interview. Harrison, are you there, buddy? Harrison? Yeah, it's maybe a good thing that he's not there.
He's I mean, he let his driving do the talking. I think.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I mean, I love Harrison. Obviously, a great driver, but fucking hell, listening to Harrison's podium interviews are well and truly the worst experiences of my life. Like, I just hate them. I hope he's listening to this, by the way.
He might even say that about your commentary. To be fair,
he wouldn't be wrong. To be fair, he would not be wrong. Harrison's raced in many leagues, so he would have experienced many commentators. And I guarantee he listens to mine and goes, "What the fuck is this?" But it didn't look like we're gonna get Harrison, unfortunately. So we'll move him back. So we'll obviously come on, Harrison. Yeah. So unfortunately, no Harrison. We'll bring the stream to a close, I guess. Another great week of shit. No, before we go, we've got just about enough time for a very, very quick Chetty's Corner. Chetty, what have you got for us this week, buddy?
I thought I got away with it.
No.
I think I should talk about my experiences last night.
What the fuck were you doing last night?
Exactly. I experienced some just complete shockingness from some of our league members, especially several.
Don't cut Chetty off. What the fuck? What Chetty if Chetty doesn't come back? What's Harrison? We're going. Hi, Harrison.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. Could you hear us the whole time?
Yeah, and I was talking, but I just don't think you could hear me.
No. Did you hear me saying about how your interviews are awful?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Well, good win, buddy.
Yeah, we'll have to back-to-back races tonight. So.
What race were you doing before? Oh, Chetty's back.
It's an esports tournament race.
Esports tournament or like an esports league?
It's a league, but it's basically a tournament.
How does the tournament work?
It's like 10 teams as normal with 2 drivers from like each different esports teams. Like so obviously I'm from TIR, so there's 2 from TIR, and then there's 2 from like other 9 different teams. And obviously it's cross-platform, so I'm like driving against like PC and PlayStation drivers.
Did you win?
And no, because it was very sweaty, and with how PC is on this game, I don't want to say slower, but like I managed to somehow squeeze a podium out of that race when I wasn't even a top 3 driver in that race, to be honest.
Well, Chetty told me that he's very proud of you for getting a podium. But let's talk about DRL. First win of the season. Obviously, you'll be happy with the win, but I'm sure you'll be delighted to know.
Yeah, obviously from where I started and battling through the pack, and obviously on that very early spin, which was my fault. I just had to avoid someone breaking very early at the Lecombe chicane, so I'd passed one and then rejoined at the back. But still managed to pull off a strategy that I wasn't planning on doing because I wanted to start on the mediums, but because of someone readying up early, I couldn't set my strategy in time.
I'm really sorry to hear that. But you did win driver of the day at least. Is that...
That's not really a question when I'm about though, is it?
Well, yeah, you do kind of win it most of the time. Yeah. But no,
Come on, it's me.
obviously, you're happy with the win, but I assume driver of the day means much more to you.
Like to me, it really doesn't bother me. Like I'm
Right. Okay. Fuck you then. Fuck you. You're never winning it again. Fuck you.
Well, remember this.
You're gonna win pedo of the day from now on.
No, like obviously, like being driver of the day just means like you've done something good in the race. Like I've been getting driver of the day for a lot of my races across multiple like leagues and esports tournaments because in the esports community, as they call it, I don't really call it community because they just talk a lot of BS sometimes. Back when I first originally joined esports, I got called Mr. Recovery. The reason they called me that because somehow I'd have either a bad qualifying or a bad start to the race and somehow managed to get a result out of that race. So that's how I kind of got into esports. But and obviously that they do tend to do driver of the day, but it depends on which obviously esport league you're in. But yeah, like my mind is not on getting that. It's obviously getting up towards like the podium and obviously the race win. Obviously I'm a bit out of my, I don't want to say league, but out of my zone in this league because I know I'm probably, I don't want to say the fastest because I'll just put the morale down in the league.
Well, you got some quick guys like I tapped in that 18 in there.
Yeah, Taplin wishes he's that quick.
Well, he's quick to the buffet, to be fair to the lad.
That's true. But like obviously like Cheese is up there and a few other drivers. Obviously Kimmy, I race in other leagues, but like Kimmy can match me on certain tracks. Like obviously I'm only a part-timer in here. But obviously like if I'm not racing in that esports tournament that starts at 8 o'clock on a Monday night, you'll probably see me again in here reserving.
I mean, I do love seeing you. I don't love hearing from you. I will. I will. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'll be honest. But
How it is, Tom.
yeah. Is there anything you want to ask of Harrison? Preferably short questions. What am I doing? What are we laughing? What's funny? What are we laughing?
I mean, it was a serious question, but I think that there's obviously no helping me.
No, I'll do that off. I'll do that off stream. I'm not doing that live on stream.
Is there anything I have to ask? No. Actually, no. Of course it's not. No, this has gone on long enough. No, server muted him. Server mute Harrison, for God's sake. Yeah, Harrison, thank you for talking to us. This has been an excellent interview, as always.
No worries.
Right. See you later, best friend.
Right.
Fucking hell. Right, Che, let's get this over and done with because apparently they're waiting for us on clubs. Or you might already be in the lobby, I don't know. I'm just building
Oh yeah, I'm already there.
You are the lobby, mate.
Oh, I've just seen the lineup.
Is it a good lineup?
You're not going to be a happy Tom.
I'm up front, aren't I?
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, it's fine then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as I'm up front. Right. As for the stream, Chet, anything you want to say before we go?
No, it was an enjoyable race. plenty of excitement, a few talking points. I'm sure the stewards will be busy. Looking forward to next week in Australia and to see whether anyone can close that gap on Jelly. I feel like it's going to need someone to straight line him and just take him out.
Yeah, and before we go, the fans want to know, Che, what age did you lose your virginity? Oh, we lost Che. Che, what age did you lose your virginity, mate?
When did I lose my 14?
14. Fucking hell, get back in that, you slut. Right, yeah, that's all for me, guys. All from me and Chetty. Obviously great to have Chetty with me in the comms box. Yeah, decent race. And we'll be back next week for more Chetty and Produce BT comms. I'll be driving tomorrow. You'll see me on the podium interview, waggling my dick around in the air. But thank you for watching, guys. It's been a blast. And what the Skibbity Ollie